All right, what's up, guys? So I had a few comments across a couple videos, kind of just asking more or less about the JB4. I guess I didn't explain it well enough, so I was just going to show you guys real quick, and then I can come in here and kind of show you all how to use my phone to change the maps. So it is literally just okay, so I'm trying to remember which two harnesses it even was. It's so dirty. Okay, so basically what it does is, here is the box, the module. I'll just put it right next to my battery. Obviously it needs to be anchored down better than that. This is why I typically don't do the work myself in my vehicles, because I kind of half-ass it a little bit. But anyway, that's the module there. So this module is like the JB4, the piggyback system. So what it does, it has this little harness right here. This harness goes across, back under through here, and if you can see me tugging on it back up there in the back, plugs into your map sensor there. So what it does is you undo the map sensor that's already plugged in right there. You undo it, and then this one is a male and female connection to it. So it's basically just a loop. So you connect the JB4 to the sensor and the JB4 to the sensor on there, or the harness and the sensor. And what it does is it basically bypasses it and feeds it false readings, and then does the exact same thing. The other harness is right there on the throttle body. You can see it there. Come this way. This intake makes it a little tough. So right there, so basically you can see here, it's just piggybacked. So it just basically bypasses this, and that's the module. And then obviously you have to run it into up here. I ran it through in my firewall, punched it out under here, and it is connected to my OBD2. So the way to do this, close my head real quick. Don't judge me on how messy my truck is, because I have been working nonstop out of my truck. Okay, so basically what you do is, you turn your car on, and I will actually pull out my phone here and get to the JB4 app to show you guys. So it is literally, you pull up the app here. This is JB4 app. Now it's already plugged in. So right now, this, I would say, figure out how to turn my dang AC off. I would say that the only downfall to using the JB4 here that's a little annoying is, like, see, I opened it and it's showing that it obviously is not even connected. It's not on a map, whatever. So that means, in my mind, that piggyback is not doing anything. It is just acting as if the truck is stock. So if you're running an E30 map or an E50 plus map, whatever you're doing, and you have that gas in, you got to constantly remember to do this every day. Like every morning, whenever you turn your truck on, get on here and turn it on. Now, once you turn your truck on and it like cycles on and off a few times a day, it stays on there. But for some reason, whenever you go like a hard sit on your truck, it'll reset this. So all you have to do, if it'll focus on this so you guys can see, all you have to do is hit connect here. Validating pin. Okay, so now it's connected. So then once you have it on a map, see, it automatically jumped to map 4 there, and it goes back to the setting I had it on. So all you have to do is open your app and hit connect to turn it on, basically, and then it does its magic. But how simple it is, this is what I was getting at here. So you double tap this, here's all your maps that you have. It's very, very self-explanatory here. 93, 91, turn it off. 93 to E30, E30 plus, E30 plus, and then this is like for a custom map. If you reach out to Burger Tuning or whoever, they can actually do a custom map for you here. So obviously these are all just preset. That's why this is pretty basic. All this does is basically, if I switch it to, so like right now, if I do this, it basically just turns it off. So it shows that it's not on. It'll still read everything like it's supposed to, basically like I never had it on the truck. So, and then I can go, 91. So I can put on 91. Now, there's actually like an E30 mix in my truck right now. This is why I had it on map 4. So I can have it on map 1, and it doesn't harm it with me having E30 in the tank it'll still run more boost than what it would stock, but it will be probably a little rich. So you're not going to get the optimal setting here. If I'm running a 91 map and I have E30 in the tank, you know, obviously that doesn't make the most sense. So, but what does happen is sometimes I don't get fully to E30, or I'm running E30, E40, whatever it may be, normally on map 4, a little bit over E30, and then what I do is I go back to the pump and I just fill up with half a tank or so of 93. Like whenever I get down to half a tank, I just put more 93 in it. So what I do at that point is instead of on map 4, the second tank, if you will, I just jump down to the map 3. So then I still have more performance than a 93 tune, because I do have some E85 in the tank, but it's not fully maxed out like it is here. So it's extremely easy to kind of use. I mean, obviously it is, but it's cool that you can just pop this up and it just basically increases the boost extremely easily. And then you can disable it, unplug it, take your truck to the dealer. No one ever knows that was happening because it stays within the safety parameters, so it's not going to be like overboost codes or anything like that. It tricks the computer. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, I still have the warranty, which is obviously kind of the main selling point to this, is it's cheap and it keeps your warranty and you get amazing power from it. This is not anywhere close to the potential you can get with custom tuning. This is just a quick, easy way to optimize the fuel you're using, if you will, and basically adjust your boost on what fuel you have in the truck. So it knows you have E30. It can push the turbos that hard because it knows the fuel it's getting will supplement that. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, the other thing here that I think confuses some people is the fuel mixtures, right? So like E30, what does that mean? At the pump, it's E85. Well, yes, I'm doing E85 in my tank, but the way that it works is like, if you have, you know, if you want an E30 mix, this is not exact numbers, I'm just using it as an easy example. If you want an E30 mix, you can go 3/4 of your tank with 91 or 93, and then the last quarter of the tank can be with E85, and it dilutes the E content down to the E30 level. So what you're basically doing is diluting. It's a ratio from, I gotta get out of the truck because it's so dang hot, but you're basically just diluting it, and it's a ratio off the fact that it lets you, you know, basically you're just diluting it. It's like a ratio mixture to where you're just optimizing the fuel you have in your truck, and your truck knows that's the fuel that's coming, so it gives it the boost it needs. So just want to make a quick little video for you guys. I thought it was really cool. I've never used a JB4 before. So this is, I say that, prior to this truck, I had the Bronco. I had the new Bronco, and I had a JB4 on it. You can go back and see the videos on it, and I kind of explained the fuel mixtures on that video as well. But I wasn't very familiar with it, and it was an extremely easy process. I actually had issues with the Bronco at first, and you can kind of go and see the videos on the issues that I was having with the JB4 not acting correctly. It was like the car would just stutter and like act up. I actually messed with it for an hour or so, and it was a huge pain in the ass. I sent it in, and they actually sent me the wrong JB4. I guess they sent me the F-150 2.3 liter JB4, and it was not the same as the Bronco calibration. So I had to get a new one of those. As soon as I got the new JB4, it worked flawlessly. I ended up trading the Bronco in like a month later, so I enjoyed it while I had it. I went and just bought another JB4 for this truck because I enjoyed it so much. So I hope this video kind of helps explain to you guys the fuel mixture on what I'm talking about, and how to achieve the E30 mixture, E40, whatever. And there's calculators online. You can go like E85 calculator and type in, and you can put in what fuel you have, the fuel level you're on currently, what your desired fuel mixture is, if it's E30, E50, whatever the case. It'll tell you how much of each fuel to add to where you know you have a pretty dang close mixture of what you're trying to achieve. Obviously, unless you get like an E85 sensor, to read the content of your fuel. You're not ever going to know the exact, but that's why like the JB4 is just a safe thing. You just get close and it's not going to act too weird. I've had zero issues, zero check engine lights, any of that stuff on it. The truck runs amazing. They say, I think on the JB4 they're claiming that like on the E30 plus map, which I think you can run up to E50 is what they claim, on that map, like absolute perfect conditions, you're pushing like 500 to the wheels, which is amazing for a JB4. And I know the tuning guys, whenever they're tuned on like E30, E50, they're putting down like 550 plus. So it's definitely not full potential, but it's a cheap way to add a lot of power and gain gas mileage, and keep a warranty. So obviously the gas mileage thing is dependent on if you have a lead foot like I do or not, but it does help. So thought that was kind of cool. I just want to give you guys that information. I know there's a lot of people confused. I didn't do probably a very good job of explaining it the first time, so I just wanted to give that information to you guys so you can use it as you will. I hope some of you guys buy JB4. I think it's a great investment for the money. It's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. So I guess until next time, thanks guys.